to the first Sol Speak stream from coming back from my hiatus. I'll just be waiting here till you guys start coming. I apologize if I seem very tired, because I am very tired. I might need some caffeine or something, so I don't fall asleep. Anyway, I'm just gonna wait until you guys come. So I will just be waiting. Hi, Charles. You're like always the first person here. Oh, sorry. There. One sec. It's switching to another song. Let me know if it's too loud still. Is that better? Not bad. Just spent most of it working. Oh fuck, sorry. I just spent most of it working. I've been chatting with a very nice person on Skype, and we've been giving each other advice on how to do our shows, and he's been super nice. But yeah, it hasn't been super eventful. It's mostly just been work, as usual. Okay. I don't give two shits about Valentine's Day. Never have and never will. Well, I can't say that I don't know the future, but right now I don't give a shit about Valentine's Day. I don't care about Valentine's Day. Oh, really? Fuck. Like, with not copyright, it just removes them? I know what you mean. Are you oh my god, what the fuck hell? Because that is so... Like, I can't even say how horrible that is. That just sucks major shit. I can't even... Fuck, man. All I can say is just... That sucks. I wish there was something I could do to help. YouTube brand. Hey Elena, what's going on? Yeah, but 185 videos just gone like that? Like, that's more videos than I've ever done, and that would devastate me. I mean, I don't make my money off of YouTube. I mean, I can, but I don't. That would be awful. Sorry guys, I'm just really tired. Yeah. Fuck, Jesus. I feel so bad for you. Like, I seriously wish there was something I could do to help, but I can't think of anything. Well, if there is any way you know of that I can help, just let me know. Alright, I'll do what I can. Hey Sassiri. What's going on, man? I need caffeine. I'm sorry. I just gotta grab one sec. Okay, sorry, I'm just very fatigued right now. Alright. But yeah, seriously, if you do, if you figure something out, let me know. Ugh. Flat Dr. Pepper. I'm not playing anything, I just have some music in the background. This is, oh yeah, it sounds like that song from Twilight Princess, but it's actually, Super Mario Galaxy. The fuck? My S voice just went off for some reason, and I'm not sure why. Anyway, how you guys doing tonight? Sorry, I don't have very many interesting things to say today. Oh, what's wrong with your laptop? Overheating? Or sticky? Oh. I see. Alright, fair enough. Oh. No, Rob, I have not seen Norm of the North, and I don't plan to. I just know it's gonna be complete ass. So I don't even wanna. If I was going to see something with an alliterative title like that, I would watch Yvonne of the Yukon. I remember that show. Yvonne of the Yukon. Yeah. Oh, gotcha. That sucks. Oh yeah. Are you talking about Norm of the North? Because I don't wanna. You know, I subject myself to a lot of shit, but I don't wanna. I just. You can't make me. Salsieri, well, it's definitely going to be something Final Fantasy related because I'm doing Final February right now, but what it specifically is, I'm not going to say. Cave Fallen. That's cool. If a fox could be tamed, then it would make a cool pet. Foxes are cool. Oh, cool. Cool like a Deadpool. That was bad, sorry. That's the extent of my jokes when I'm, you know, tired. So I actually wanted to ask you guys something. I don't know if you all know what this is, but if I were, for the next Sol Plays stream, if I did some Man vs. Machine from Team Fortress 2, I think that'd be fun to do, because I like Team Fortress 2, and I like Man vs. Machine. I don't know where Katsucon is, Salty Sugar Cane, so probably not. Probably, if it's anywhere in America, then no. Also, that's fascinating, Rob. You know, I'm sure the majority of people are going to touch themselves tonight in some way. I just hope that if I'm doing Man vs. Machine and streaming at the same time, that it won't make my internet completely die. Well, Team Fortress 2 is my favorite game of all time. My favorite series of games is a tie between Legend of Zelda and Kingdom Hearts, but my favorite standalone game. And yes, I know there was Team Fortress original, but it was a Quake mod. I don't care about that shit. I just consider Team Fortress 2 in a league of its own. It's like Street Fighter 2. You know, no one gives two shits about the original Street Fighter, or Fighting Street. They care about Street Fighter 2, so it's the same thing with me. Team Fortress 2, I just don't really acknowledge the original Team Fortress very much. Am I gonna see Deadpool? I don't care about Deadpool. I don't think he's funny. Okay, I haven't seen everything he's ever done, but I played the Deadpool game on 360 and I thought it was like, it's okay. And I've seen some other stuff and I'm like, it's okay. I just don't care about Deadpool. I'm not against him, I'm not for him, I just don't care. Team Fortress 2 is free to play, it's on Steam. You can download it. Just keep in mind though, if you like first-person shooters, it's kind of addicting. So, just try not to spend money on it if you can help it, like me. I spent way too much money on TF2. That's okay, the majority of people who play TF2 aren't good. It's kind of what makes up the bulk of the player base. What's my personal favorite film of all time? It's hard to say, because I have so many of them. Because I'm not very harsh when it comes to that kind of stuff. Well, some of the few I can think of off the top of my head are Paranorman, Hotaru no Haka, those two I've reviewed. The Hunchback of Notre Dame, not counting the gargoyle scenes. There's one, Final Fantasy VII Advent Children Complete is one of my favorites as well. There's a lot. So, Toy Story 3 as well. It's not one of my favorites, but I do really, really like that movie. Is the music still too loud? So I can turn it down if it's too loud. No, Pixel Carnage, you haven't missed all that much. I've just been yawning, pretty much. Okay, cool. Could. That was a combination of cool and good. Well, I don't want it to be bearable, I want it to be fine. So, just... There. Is that better? The Thin Bros? What's the Thin Bros? I don't know what Thin Bros are, sorry. The Fine Brothers, okay. Woo! Alright, well... Rant mode, okay? Just be prepared for this, okay? When I heard about this whole Fine Brothers copyright thing, I was kind of like, you know, whatever. I never really heard about the Fine Brothers, to be honest, because I really despise react videos. There's a whole another reason why I hate them, but anyway, I didn't really notice them. But then when I heard that they were fucking over other people, they were going to fuck over other people with their copyright thing, just so they could make more money, was like very, very infuriating to me. So I supported the video game attorneys' petition to stop their copyright or their trademark on the word react, and you know, it worked, I guess. So I guess in some small way I helped take down the Fine Brothers stuff, but it's just the attitude towards it is so wretchedly bad. You know, technically anyone could do this. It's such an easy market to do it, and it's, you know, we got lucky this time that it didn't go through all the way. But any other time, it could just sneak by under our noses. It's the fact that they went so public with it, I think, was their own demise. But I was so upset by that. You know, not like fuming over it, losing sleep, but as a YouTuber, it upset me. And I don't even do reaction videos. It's the principle of the thing. You just stop being greedy, alright? This is a free platform. You don't have to make money if you don't want to. You know, as someone who doesn't do anything for the money, it's just very infuriating. But yeah, I'm glad that all didn't come together in the end. Let's go back here. What do I think of The Simpsons? Well, I have seasons 1 through 13 on DVD, so that's about the extent of where my like of The Simpsons stops. I like it. I just don't like- I just want it to go away now. It's been here long enough. Like, it seriously needs to go away now. Well, you know, I'm sure there's some way you could virtually high-five me. What's animation domination? It's not- oh, that's like that Fox thing where they have like 4 animated shows in a row, right? Because if it is, I don't watch it. I don't have television. I have too much work to do to have television. Yeah, the last time I watched Animation Domination was like, when I still, yeah, it was like when I still lived at my old house, so 4 years ago? Holy shit, I have not lived at my old house for nearly 4 years now. Damn. I do not miss that place. Anyway, what do I think of Family Guy? Well, I have quite a few seasons on DVD and I have the rest on my laptop. I like Family Guy in that occasionally it makes me laugh, and I think that's kind of enough, but I won't deny how horrendously bad it is sometimes. It's sort of in the same vein to me as Megas XLR, just Megas XLR is, you know, not as offensive or anything, but it fills the same kind of hole, but Family Guy fills a comedic hole in that, you know, there isn't really anything else that does its kind of comedy, so if you're looking for it, it's satisfying, but if you're not looking for it, it's just gonna be stupid and unbearable. So, just like anything, I think that Family Guy fills a certain hole, but I won't deny that it's disgusting and offensive, even for my standards sometimes. Anyway. Favorite character from Final Fantasy VII? Well, by default I say Cloud, because I like Cloud. You know. I can tell you who my least favorite character is, definitely. It's that fucking bitch Cissnei from Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII who just appears out of nowhere and never gets mentioned again. Hate that bitch. But anyway, yeah, I'd say... I would say Cloud, just because I think he gets a bad rep, to be honest, and don't worry, I'll go into detail on that later. But yeah, it's kind of close. I like Tifa a lot, too. I think my least favorite of the main people, though, is actually Aerith, or Eris, or whatever. I just, I don't know. I just don't care for her. I just don't think that she and Cloud are a good match together, and yet the game is like, oh, they're perfect for each other, and it's like, honestly, I think Tifa and Cloud are a perfect match for each other. But anyway, worst animated show I've watched? Well, the worst ones I've reviewed, the worst cartoon was the Legend of Zelda cartoon, and the worst anime was Legend of the Crystals. I can't think of any I've watched that was worse than that, so I guess it's gonna have to be those. Who's my favorite? Oh, fuck, someone's at the door. Fucking. Who's my favorite YouTuber? Well, to be honest, I don't really watch other YouTubers all that much. There's like 4 that I watch. It's Nostalgia Critic, John Tron, Kid Icarus, and technically speaking, Angry Video Game Nerd, but I don't really watch anything he does anymore. So, I'd say, honestly, it's just because I feel John Tron has taken a weird turn, and Nostalgia Critic is too, I'm gonna say Kid Icarus is my favorite. just because he's kind of remained sort of steady the whole time. Whereas Nostalgia Critic, I feel like it's a little bit too overdone now. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm glad that he makes high quality content, and that's great. I just think that sometimes his skits go on a little bit too long or whatever, and, you know, I bet my skits go on too long too, but you know what I mean? For me, they go on a little bit too long. But I still watch his every episode, and I still enjoy what he does, and he's the one who got me interested in the whole, well, he's the one who kind of opened my eyes to the whole copyright debacle going on with YouTube right now. So I respect him quite a bit, too. I just think that sometimes his stuff goes on a little bit too long. Which show do I think is more controversial, South Park or Family Guy? Oh, Family Guy, definitely. Just because it tries to be controversial and offensive, whereas South Park, its comedy comes from a certain place and people just see it as controversial or offensive. But South Park never tries to do that, really. Every so often it does, but I think it more tries to make a point with its controversial humor, whereas Family Guy is just offensive and controversial just for the sake of being offensive and controversial. Let's go back here a little bit. Who's a better creator, Lauren Faust or Rebecca Sugar? Well, Lauren Faust has been doing it a lot longer than Rebecca Sugar has, and I think that Lauren Faust has a better track record than Rebecca Sugar does, although the thing about Lauren Faust is she always leaves her shows, like, all the time, so she doesn't really have as much integrity, I guess. Although Rebecca Sugar did leave Adventure Time for a while there. I'd say that overall Lauren Faust is more enjoyable to me just because she did Powerpuff Girls and Foster's and My Little Pony for the first season. And, yeah, I like her work. Tangled versus Frozen? To both of them. Just meh. I put them both middle of the board. I gave Frozen a 3 out of 5 eyes, and I'm pretty sure if I reviewed Tangle, I would too. Which franchise is better, Monster High or Ever After High? Well, I know about Monster High. I've never seen or heard of Ever After High, so just because I've actually heard of it, I'm going to say Monster High, but I have no idea. Pixel Carnage, thoughts on Rebel Taxi? Well, he doesn't respond to my wanting to be on his podcast, so I guess that's kind of dickish, but, you know, I don't actually watch him or anything, so I have no real opinion on him. Yeah. I think you have to have a minimum 100,000 subscribers or something to even be considered for his podcast. I have heard of Team 4-Star. I was drawn in a piece of fan art that also had Team 4-Star in it. That's the only reason I know about them. That's okay, Fallen. If you go your entire life without seeing Frozen, the world won't end. Well, Salty Sugarcane, look at it this way. Maybe when people see him, you know, his fans or whatever, maybe he's just overwhelmed with how much people want of him, which I can kind of understand. You know, it's without sounding too melodramatic or anything like that, it's hard to be as popular as someone like him, so I guess maybe he has, like, a default sort of attitude when he meets all his fans and everything. I can't say that for sure, I've never met him, I don't know him personally. But, I kind of get that feeling from him when I watch him, where he really wants to keep everyone at arm's length, or further than that. I don't think he would do what I do. You know, like, sit his ass down and talk to you guys, because he would just get completely overwhelmed within seconds. And I understand that. I understand. So, I can't say it for his actual person, like the way he really is, Doug Walker, but his Nostalgia Critic personality when he goes to conventions or whatever, maybe that's why he's a dick. It's because he just gets overwhelmed by people. Sasayuri, yes, I have heard of Mysterious Mr. Enter. I was talking with another YouTuber on Skype, and he told me, this is just hearsay, it's not my opinion, but I've heard that Mysterious Mr. Enter is a douchebag, and apparently he's just very, very rude to people. Like I said, I don't actually know, that's just what I heard, but apparently he's a dick. Oh man, Star Wars or Star Trek Dark Lord? Neither. I don't watch Star Wars, I don't watch Star Trek. I don't care. Pixel Carnage, do I play Smash Brothers? Yes, I do. I haven't played it in a while because I've been focusing on Team Fortress 2, but I do play. I main Ness. I tried Cloud. I am so fucking mad they didn't get Steve Burton to record some English lines for Smash Brothers. It would have taken like a day at the most. They would have just been like, just, You know, I understand Cloud is a Japanese character and everything, but they got the English voice actor for Ryu. Why not Cloud? You know, it's not like Roy, where he was originally from a Japanese-only game. Final Fantasy VII was localized. They should have gotten Steve Burton. Just very frustrating. I thought it was a bit of a cop-out. Anyway, have I ever played a Halo game, Dark Lord? Ooh, yeah, this is a story here. I used to play Halo 3 because I had a friend in high school who was really obsessed with it, and he got me most of the achievements that I couldn't get. And then I got Halo 3 ODST because it had that sweet controller with it, and oh man, was that game bad. I hate that game, and yet I played the fucking shit out of it because I had nothing else to play at the time. And that was the last Halo game I played, because then I moved on to Call of Duty. And then now I don't play anything. The only first-person shooter game I play now is Team Fortress 2 because it's the shooter with a goddamn brain. Also, it's funny as fuck, and I love it, and all the characters, and all the weapons, and the hats, and I just love everything about TF2. Anyway. Salty Sugar Cane, favorite gem from Steven Universe? Well, in my review, I said it was Pearl, and I still stand by that. It's Pearl. I like Pearl. My least favorite is Peridot. And no, it's not Peridot, it's Peridot. I don't know why the fuck they called her Peridot. Anyway. Speaking of other YouTubers, what are your thoughts on Pie Guy Rules, Alex the Hero? I don't know who that is, so I have no idea. Juice, do I like COD Ghosts? Nope, the last Call of Duty game I played seriously was Modern Warfare 2, and I was really damn good at Modern Warfare 2. I don't know, I just got bored of it. That's why I like TF2, you can always switch things up whenever you want. Call of Duty, it's hard to switch things up. It always feels the same. Salty Sugar Game. I don't have time to play World of Warcraft. Even if I wanted to, I don't have the time. It's a life-consuming game. So I don't have the time. Dark Lord. None. I think, seriously, Halo has terrible characters. They're awful. At least, I think they are. But that's not what people play Halo for. They play for the shooting, not the characters. Lucas Hackett, which is better, WWE or UFC? Well, that is beyond my knowledge base. I don't know any of that, sorry. Rob Bob, yeah! Okay, well, Peridot, I actually liked her at first, when she had her whole, you know, when she was taller and everything. I thought she was kind of, you know, a force to be reckoned with a little bit. I thought she was kind of imposing, and then the second she lost her, like, limb extender things, I was like, oh god, she's gonna turn into a comic relief character, isn't she? And what do you know? She turned into a comic relief character, and now it's basically the Peridot show. And it's like... Wasn't this Steven Universe, not Peridot Universe? I get that they're character developing and all that stuff, but it's like, stop it! She's really annoying. Like, I don't hate her or anything. I just don't like how much focus is on her right now. Salty Sugarcane, what do I feel about all these cartoon hiatuses? I don't understand why all these hiatuses are suddenly acceptable all of a sudden. If you had tried this like 5 years ago, even 3 years ago, everyone would have been like, what the fuck's going on? Where's my goddamn show? Like, even South Park's guilty of it now, and they're like the most consistent show ever. They only missed their deadline once. So, I just don't understand why it's acceptable all of a sudden for shows to go on like 2 or 3 month hiatuses, and it's just like, yeah, we'll be back whenever we feel like it. Like, I know making cartoons is expensive and it's time consuming, and there's all sort of logistic reasons why it goes on hiatus, but why is this all of a sudden the way it goes? Like, this is normal now. It's very annoying. Very frustrating. Because there's not a damn thing we can do about it. Thoughts on Orin High School Host Club, Sherlock Holmes? Nothing. I've never seen it, so I don't know. Favorite video game, Dark Lord? Well, my favorite video game standalone is Team Fortress 2, with a close tie on Alan Wake, but my favorite video game series is a tie between Legend of Zelda and Kingdom Hearts. Okay, well, Charles, that's more acceptable because they finished their damn season, alright? They finished their season, so they can go on hiatus for as long as they want. That is acceptable to me. Going on hiatus in the middle of a season, or like you've had 2 episodes and you're like, we'll be back in like 3 months. It's like, what the fuck? You had, what? You had, when you start your show, you get a schedule, and you're supposed to have the show come out at a certain time every week or every 2 weeks, depending on what type of show it is. You don't just stop. I mean, imagine if a writer did that. Like, imagine if a writer wrote, like, a part of a book, and then the rest of the pages were blank, and they're like, yeah, I'll send you the next 40 pages in about 2 months, or so. Like, what the fuck? One sec, Hannity wants in. Oh, thirsty. Oh, Hannity. Let's go back here a little bit. Fallen Shadow. I've never seen Code Lyoko. People keep asking me to review it, but I just haven't yet. I haven't seen it. Ichi the Killer. What's the most annoying animated character ever? Well, I've never seen every animated thing ever, so I don't know for sure. I can think of quite a few that are really annoying in my eyes. Crunk485. I've not done a review on the Hellsing series. I do have it planned for sometime in the future, so it'll happen sometime in the future. Do I have it? Yeah, I have volumes 1 through 5 of the manga, the original manga. Like, I own it. I've seen some of the original series, but it was really boring, so I stopped watching it. I have Hellsing Ultimate downloaded, but I haven't watched it yet, so I've kind of gone a little halfway with Hellsing, but I haven't seen the complete anything of anything yet. Dark Lord, I just answered this earlier, but my favorite YouTuber is Kid Icarus. Pixel Carnage, no, I'm not going to see Deadpool. Maybe I'll see it sometime in the future, but I'm not going to the theaters to see it. Oh, you know what I did just see, though? In theaters? Anomalisa. Oh, man. That was a good movie. I mean, it wasn't particularly entertaining or anything. You know, it wasn't, like, action-y or anything like that, but it was just a very, very simple story told in an amazing way. And technically speaking, like, when you get down to the technical aspects of it, holy shit, was it impressive. I said Kid Icarus. K-A-D-D-I-C-A-R-S. fuck. C-A-D-D-I-C. I can't spell right now. I know it's Kid Icarus. Stop turning S voice on, you piece of shit. I hate this phone. The questions are repeating themselves, Rob Bob. My favorite cartoon of all time? I don't know. I have quite a few. Marvel DC Universe. I played the PC game of Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego, and that was pretty cool. I still remember a lot of stuff from it too, but I haven't seen the animated series. I've not seen Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd Century either, but I think it is on my list. I think someone suggested it to me. So yeah. Well, I am saying Cad Icarus, I just say it fast. Salty Sugarcane. Oh yeah, I've been watching Wallace and Gromit since I was a wee bab. It started my love of stop motion. It's great. I don't really like Curse of the Were-Rabbit all that much. or the short that came with it, but the original 3 shorts I like quite a bit. Lucas, favorite genre of music? Well, I'll kind of listen to anything, as long as it's not rap. I hate rap. But I'd say my overall favorite would be symphonic metal. Or, you know, trailer music. Epic music, basically. Ones that have, like, huge drums and grand sweeping melodies and all that shit. Alex the Hero, I've never seen Lupin the Third, so I have no thoughts on it. Sorry. You gotta understand, I'm only one man. I haven't seen everything. Rob Bob, I haven't seen Shaun the Sheep the movie. I did watch some of the shorts, and I thought it was okay. Juice. I never saw the full Avatar movie. It was so hyped up, and I just didn't really care all that much. I could probably watch it at some point. I'm just not interested in it. If it's listen to me. If it's live action, you can pretty much guarantee I don't care about it. Oh man, okay, hold on a second. Hello, Jake Brady. Welcome to the channel. Epica. Zircon, yes, I have heard of Epica, actually. Sounds like Epicac. I don't think I listened to any of their stuff, though. Salty Sugar Cane. So, okay, well, let's, for example, bands. So, yeah, Nightwish, I used to really like. I still have their music, but I don't really listen to them anymore. Definitely Less Friction, Apocalyptica, Sound Horizon, which is a Japanese band. But yeah, Less Friction is way up there. Like, they do such good stuff. And they only have one album, which sucks. Anyway, Salty Sugar Cane. Saddest movie I've ever seen? That would probably have to go to Hotel no Haka, but I can't really think of one that was sadder than that. Ichi the Killer. Do you think Japanese animation is more mature than American animation? Yes, I do. I mean, yeah, anime does have its fair share of immaturity, but I think that its goal overall is to tell more interesting stories than American and Canadian and other animations do. Because Canadian and American animations, they're designed more to last longer, whereas anime doesn't necessarily have to last very long. They just a lot of times have a story to tell, which is more interesting than American animation. Plus, their stuff that's for younger kids is usually more serious. Like Full Metal Alchemist is a shonen series, so ages 8 to 13, I think that is. Dark Lord, favorite type of anime? You know what, seinen anime is my favorite type, so adult anime, ones that have adult situations and themes. Not hentai, just seinen. Okay, let's go back here a little bit. Less Friction is awesome, Jake Brady. My favorite song is Who Will Save You Now. Pixel Carnage. Inside Out did not suck. It didn't suck, at least to me, but I watched it in the wrong environment. I watched it in a movie theater full of shitbag children, so I need to watch it by myself to get the full experience of it. But I can say it didn't suck, I just didn't like it as much as I thought it would. Last movie I saw was Anomalisa. Do I have a favorite Studio Ghibli movie, Sherlock Holmes? Yeah, that would be Hotaru no Haka. Have I heard of Pulp Fiction, Sasiri? Yeah, I have. I haven't seen it. No, I know I should, but I haven't seen it. Juice, Canadian... Okay, I will tell you why Canadian animation sucks, for the most part. And I can tell you this as someone who's researched it in depth. There is a thing that most Canadian animations are made under, and that's called the Canada Media Fund, or the CMF. So, generally speaking, if you need funding for your Canadian stuff, you can go to the Canada Media Fund and get funding for it, but they have some stipulations. And the biggest one is your animation has to uphold the ideals that Canada represents. And usually that's something really boring, like morality, or it has to teach something about Canada, or has to be set in Canada, or something like that. So that's why most Canadian animations are boring, because they're educational, or they try to uphold the morals of Canada. I pursued this grant because I wanted to get a pilot made for a cartoon idea that I have. But it doesn't uphold the ideals of Canada, and it certainly doesn't take place in Canada, so I did not qualify. But that's okay. Someday I will make that pilot. It will become a reality. Let's see here. Pixel Carnage, why don't I stream on Twitch anymore? It's because I have like a third, no, not even a third, like a ninth of the viewership I have on YouTube, so I don't bother anymore. I just, I know I still advertise my Twitch channel, but I just don't have the time. I used to invest all my time in streaming, but now I have to divide it between not only work, so selling cell phones, but also making my YouTube show, which eats up about 20 to 25 hours of my week. Doing this as well, plus my source filmmaker animations too, plus writing, plus scripting. I have a lot of stuff to do, so I just don't have time. I can't commit to all this stuff at once. I mean, if I did it, I would have no time to rest at all, so I'm sorry. It sucks, but I do what I can. Anyway, favorite Steven Universe episode that recently came out? I haven't really particularly cared of any of them, because it's been the Peridot show. So, bleh. You know, it's been okay, but not amazing. Rob Bob, what do I think of the Total Drama franchise? I remember that. I never actually watched it, though. It looked stupid, so I don't have any thoughts on it. DC Stranded, new cartoon coming out, Justice League action. You know, if it has anything to do with, like, Marvel or DC or whatever, you can pretty much guarantee I don't care about it. Fallen Shadow, I do know the band Amaranth. I never listened to them, but I do know of them. Did I watch the final Batman vs. Superman trailer? Again, if it has anything to do with DC or Marvel, I don't care. Oh, man. Marvel DC Universe. What about 16? I have a terrible memory with that show. I don't know if you watched it or whatever. But, okay, there's this one episode where whatever his name is, the guy who always has a different job in every episode. Lance or whatever. It's probably not his name. He gets a job at like a meat place and he leaves the freezer unplugged so all the meat goes bad and then everyone eats it and they all get food poisoning. And everyone, like, starts puking everywhere, like, ugh! That episode was horrible! And that's the only one I really remember. It was terrible. Alex the Hero, I am excited for Weird Mageddon Part 3, but, it's probably not going to live up to what I want of it. Although it is Gravity Falls, so it might surprise me. Do I watch Your Movie Sucks? No, I don't. Unless it's for purely comedic standards, I don't really watch other people's reviews of stuff. Yeah, that episode was terrible. Have I seen Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat? Well, I know about Tales of Ladybug, like it's on Nickelodeon. I haven't seen it. Cat Noir? No. I haven't seen that either. Crystal Tyrannosaur. No, I have not seen the new Star Wars movie, and I won't. I'm not a fan of Star Wars. I think I've said that like 17 or 18 times. What's my favorite metal band, Dakota 4? Ooh, I like a lot of them. Tool is my favorite. Rob, do I think Waddles is going to die? No, I think Grunkle Stan is going to die. Either him or Dipper. Pixel Carnage, it's 10:15 here right now. Why did I start making YouTube videos, Dark Lord? Well, originally I started on Twitch, doing game live streams, and I got to about 400-something followers, and a few of my followers said, why don't you do a YouTube show, and I'm like, meh. And they're like, do a YouTube show. And I'm like, meh. Like, do a YouTube show. And I said, meh. and then I kind of thought about it more, and I'm like, there's so many gamers on YouTube doing their shows, and there'd be no point, at this point, to do that. And then I'm like, you know what? I like cartoons. I really like cartoons. Why don't I do cartoons? So then I started doing the show. And people seemed to dig it, so I kept doing it. Do I ship Dipper and Pacifica as a couple? Well, if you watched my Star vs. the Forces of Evil review, you'd know I don't ship characters. But, I don't ship anything from that show because I'm pretty sure Dipper or Grunkle Stan is going to die. My money's on Grunkle Stan, though. Alex the Hero, have I seen the animated movies of The Dark Knight Returns? No. Demille Robinson, when is the new episode of Steven Universe coming out? I don't know. Have I seen Leroy? I don't know how to say that, it's French. I think that's on my list, actually. I think my mom suggested that to me. Marvel DC Universe. Yeah, you know, like, the Marvel DC stuff isn't out of the question or anything. It's just, I personally don't really give two shits about it. What editing software do I use? Sorry, that just reminds me of, the Angry Video Game Nerds Texas Chainsaw Massacre review. Just, what kind of editing software do you use? Okay, so I actually use a few different things. I use Adobe Premiere plus Adobe After Effects and Adobe Photoshop plus Make MKV and AVS Video Converter plus Clip Converter. Okay, that's about it. Oh, and VLC as well. Why do I think Nick has gone down the toilet lately? Well, a bunch of stupid, a lot of stupid decisions have been made there, and they just are not listening to what they should be doing. Thoughts on Courage the Cowardly Dog, Fallen Shadow? I remember watching that as a kid. I remember being scared shitless by the season, or the series finale, but I need to watch it again to get full thoughts on it. It's been a long time since I saw it. I know that the snipers from TF2's mom and dad are based off of Eustace and Muriel. Have a favorite horror movie? Nah, I don't really like horror all that much. I like stuff when, you know, I don't mind stuff if it's gory or whatever. I just don't like horror because there's no real point to it. If it's something bloody and gory, but it has an actual point to it, I have no problem with it. Like, Shiki is one of my favorite animes of all time, and it's so bloody and horrible, especially the last 4 episodes and the 2 OVAs, like I said. So, I don't mind blood, I just don't really care for horror all that much. Let's see. I'm not, DC Shredded, I'm not into Power Rangers. It was beyond me, so, yeah. No, Pixel Carnage, not his actual mom and dad, not Bilbo and Larna. I'm talking about, the Mundys, you know, who live in the red house on the street, on Adelaide Street in Australia. His adoptive parents. Hi Camilla, or Camila, however you say that, sorry. Welcome to the stream. Most disturbing cartoon? I want to say Ren and Stimpy, just because it's so ridiculous, but not like the main Ren and Stimpy, like the Ren and Stimpy's adult cartoon party or whatever. That's pretty disturbing. Family Guy is kind of disturbing, but I think the ones that like tense and disturbing is definitely Shiki. That one really gets me. Even though I know exactly what's gonna happen, it still gets me every time. Let's see. What's my opinion on the current state of Disney Channel? Other than, you know, Gravity Falls and Wander Over Yonder, I don't care what they do. I don't care. Saxophone or harmonica? Well, the harmonica's really kind of like a selective thing. You can't really put it in anything and have it sound good, so I'd say saxophone. Red Rupee Gaming. My favorite anime of all time is Mononoke. Not the movie Princess Mononoke, but the 11-episode anime series called Mononoke. I love that one. I've watched it about 40 times and I could watch it another 40 times. What do I think of Cartoon Hangover? Well, it'd be nice if they put out some Bravest Warriors. That's all I gotta say about that. The fact that it just disappeared completely really pisses me off. Let's see here. Have I ever been really offended by a show? Yeah. The South Park episode Stanley's Cup, the last 3 minutes really offend me. because it's basically just 3 minutes of little tiny children, like 3 or 4 years old, getting the absolute shit beaten out of them, and then it all gets capped off with a child dying of leukemia. That's pretty offensive. Whoa, this is going a bit fast. Okay, do I read the Team Fortress 2 comic? Yes, I've read it way too many times, and I love it. So if it's TF2, you can pretty much guarantee I've done it. I try to find everything I possibly can about TF2 because I just adore it. Which cartoon should get cancelled? Well, how about Simpsons for one? That'd be nice. And I wouldn't, you know what, just so I wouldn't have to hear about it anymore, Teen Titans Go would be nice if it got cancelled. Alex the Hero, Zelda, Ocarina of Time, or Link to the Past? Definitely Ocarina of Time. Death Music, I'm good, how are you doing? Ichi the Killer, what animated character would I like to meet in real life? Oh yeah, Kusuriuri from Mononoke, the medicine seller. Oh, I'd love to meet him. Marvel DC Universe. I don't know. I've never really seen a show that kind of bounced back like that. Oh, except for the Venture Brothers. The first season was really kind of meh. You know, it's kind of funny, but it's way too awkward. But then second season onwards, just rock solid. Like, ooh, I love the Venture Brothers so much. Let's see. What do I think Alex Hirsch is going to do at Fox? I don't know, something. Definitely something animated. I hope that he and Justin Roiland continue to work together, though. Those two make a good pair. Favorite meme? Crystal Tyrannosaur? I don't know, they come and go so fast, I don't really have a favorite. I can tell you which one I hate, though. Right now, the one that's really popular is people saying RIP all the time. Stop saying RIP! It's really annoying! Okay. What do I think of Pickle and Peanut? I haven't seen it. Like I said, if it's not Gravity Falls or Wander Over Yonder, I don't care about anything that comes from Disney Channel. Let's see. I'm sure a lot of people remember the original Teen Titans Darkblade. Fallen Shadow. Yeah, Elven King? Sure, I can check that out, I guess. Rob Bob. No. No, I haven't seen that. Sorry. Chaser. Favorite Final Fantasy character? Oh, Zidane. 100% Zidane. I love Zidane. What's my favorite guilty pleasure? I don't know. I don't have all that many. I try not to shame myself for the things I enjoy, because I enjoy them. You know, they're not illegal, and they're not morally reprehensible, so I don't feel I should be ashamed of them. I can't really think of anything specific at the moment, sorry. My favorite Nickelodeon cartoon is Danny Phantom. Oh, yeah, Epic Anime, you're right. I do like Star vs. the Forces of Evil, but it's not airing right now. So, I mean, Gravity Falls and Wander Over Yonder are technically airing right now, so that's why I care about them. Once Star vs. the Forces of Evil comes back, I will care about it. Crystal Tyrannosaur? I don't think Say Uncle is the worst episode. I think it's kind of funny. I mean, it's stupid, but it's funny. The worst episode, though, that I could think of. Well, the one I hate the most, at least the last time I saw, was that one where they're wrestlers. Where Steven and Amethyst are wrestlers, whatever that episode's called. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to ignore your questions or anything, it's just I need time to look at them and answer them and everything, so if I'm not answering you directly, I just am trying to answer it. It's only gonna get faster and faster from here on out, so I apologize. But anyway, have I played Fallout? Oh yeah, I played the absolute shit out of Fallout 3. Like, over 1,000 hours. Let's see, my opinion on fanfiction, Lucas Hackett? If it's done right, I don't mind it all that much. If it's horribly done, and they're like, I'm so proud of my horrible, sexy fanfiction, it's like, meh. Let's see here. Alright, good night, Fallen. John, do I like Avatar The Last Airbender? I never watched the whole thing, so I can't say for sure. Oh, thank you. Yes, I like this Smash shirt. It's One of my favorites. FIFA Ashton 11. Hi! Nice to meet you. Yeah, I didn't mind Say Uncle all that much. It was stupid, but in kind of an amusing way. So, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Juice, do I like Scott Pilgrim vs. the World? I remember seeing the movie a couple times with my roommate before he was my roommate, and I was like, that's okay. It's alright. So I'm not against it by any means, I just don't really care. Catbug or puppy cat, Rob Bob? Well, as much as I hate to say it, how sick I am of Catbug, I still prefer him. Because puppy cat, I only watched the very first, like, episode of being puppy cat, but Catbug really was adorable to everyone, or to me personally, and then, but then he started using him way too much, so then I got sick of him. Thoughts on the new Powerpuff Girls? You know what? I'm not gonna say it because I haven't seen a full episode yet. I personally hate the new designs, and it's not out of nostalgia or anything. I just think they're trying to imitate Steven Universe too much, and I just I don't see. I feel so bad for Craig McCracken. That's the whole. Poor guy. I know he doesn't own the property anymore, it's property of Cartoon Network and they can do what they want, but if I ever made something that I really loved, and someone else took it and turned it into something that was completely different, and, you know, it looks so manufactured and pointless, I would be so upset. And I can tell he's very upset, like, I follow him on Twitter, and he's clearly upset. So, but, you know, there's not a damn thing he can do about it, so, poor guy. I just feel so bad for him. Anyway, Salty Sugarcane, Metal, I hate rap. Who's my favorite voice actor, DC Stranded? Ooh, that's hard, because I like so many of them, but I'm gonna have to say, Rob Paulson is my favorite. I just love everything he does. Even when he's in a completely shit cartoon, I love him. Micro Machines, man. No, I haven't seen Micro Machines, but I used to play with them a lot. FIFA Ashton, PS4 or Xbox One? I'm inclined to say PS4, because, but I don't own either, so I have no informed opinion of it. The song that was just playing is the Man vs. Machine trailer music from the original release trailer in 2012, and ooh, I love that song. Who's my favorite class in TF2? Well, my favorite class to play as is Engineer, but my favorite character, ooh, he's creeping up. I want to say is the Engineer as well, but I love, except for the Pyro, I love all of them. They're so cute. Like, ooh, they're all so adorable. I know they're hired killers and mercenaries, but that game is so adorable to me. Like, just so cute. Do I have a boyfriend? No. This is the complete opposite of anything I would ever have. But anyway, where did I get that Canadian flag? Well, on Canada Day, like 6 years ago, someone left it behind, so I picked it up and I took it. That's where it came from. What's wrong with rap? Well, logistically there's nothing wrong with rap, I just don't care for it. How's the contest? I'm not going to say. Sorry, I'll release all information on February 14th. Sorry, I know there's this weird, like, blue dot here. I'm not... yeah, I can't really make it go away. Sorry. Star Wars? I don't like Star Wars. Persona 4 anime? Have I seen it? Nope. I don't want that. What do I think of the new intro from Fairly OddParents? You know what, that show can just fuck right the hell off. I stopped caring about it the moment they released Fairly Odd Baby. Oh, sorry, favorite black voice actor. It's a very close tie between Kevin Michael Richardson and Phil Lamar, but I'm gonna lean more towards Kevin Michael Richardson. I like that. Alvin and the Chipmunks or Star Wars? Even though I don't like it, I'm saying Star Wars. Because, duh. Thoughts on Drawn Together? Just to keep in mind, I'm gonna stop answering questions here. It's 10:30 now, so get your last questions out here. But thoughts on Drawn Together? I like Drawn Together. I have all 3 seasons plus that insipid, stupid movie. And you know what? I like it. I like it quite a bit. It's actually one of my favorite cartoons. Marvel DC Universe. Okay, if you want to know where to send art for my contest, you can watch the art contest video. I put all the details in the video, so you can watch it there. Charles. This song is from Metroid. Okay, whoa, alright, 1 second. Why do you think a lot of people think cartoons are only for kids? I can kind of understand that sentiment, because a lot of cartoons are just for kids. But I think nowadays that illusion is sort of being dispelled, because the generations that I'm in and the generations beyond that grew up with these cartoons and are now kind of seeing that, yeah, it could be a legitimate art form. They just need to stop being shit. Because that's the thing, they were just considered shitty distractions for children. But nowadays, you know, with Gravity Falls and Steven Universe and Adventure Time and all these really high quality cartoons are coming out that engage not just children, but adults too. But I think in the future, cartoons will eventually be recognized as a viable form of art, just like live action stuff. Eventually. Someday, I hope. Bob's Burgers or Archer Juice? I'd say Archer. Archer had a lot more staying power than Bob's Burgers did. Bob's Burgers got tiring around the 2nd season. Archer took around the 5th season to get tiring. Yes, Epic Anime. I did know they're making another Ben 10 series. I am very much aware of that. My thoughts on unfair copyright? Well, it's bullshit. Especially because it's like YouTube's automated system doesn't care about fair use or anything. Lucas HD. Hi! Yeah, Rob Bob, that's the thing though, is Anomalisa was kind of a big deal. Because, oh man, that tracking shot when they're both lying on the bed, or sorry, that truck-in shot when they're lying on the bed, 6 months for that one shot. Like, I have nothing but respect for that. And, ooh, jeez, that one shot alone sold the movie for me. Just because I love seeing the technicalities behind everything, and just seeing how that shot was made, and how long it took. Ooh, I got nothing but respect for that. Anyway, we're gonna wrap this up here. So, this is gonna be the last question here. Have I seen Death Note in what's my opinion of the ending? I have seen Death Note a couple times. Let me just say that a review is coming sooner than you think. And the ending, I will save my opinion for when my review comes out. It won't be that long. Anyway, okay, have I played Undertale? Yes, Undertale was gifted to me by a fan. I played it for about an hour and got bored. I haven't played it since, but I will probably play it in a stream at some point if you guys aren't sick of it already. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody, and thanks for your questions. I really appreciate it. Next Thursday will be a Sol Plays stream, so I'm probably going to be playing Psychonauts, I believe, on Steam, because that was gifted to me by a fan as well. So yeah, thanks for your questions, everybody. I hope you had a good time. And, yeah, I will see you tomorrow for a new episode in Final February. See you guys later!